Right, beautiful, amazingly hot summer's day for England, 30 degrees, almost unheard of. So I've been working on a project for a little while now, and a bunch of changes that I've made, particularly around fencing, have been instigated by this. And I've finally got it to the stage where I'm flight testing it, which is a little bit scary, but so far nothing's crashed. So the concept here is what I'm calling acro fencing, and the idea is that you can fly around in acro inside a fence, inside a tin can, and when you hit the edge of the tin can, you don't immediately RTL or land or any of those fence actions. You get steered back around under the control of the autopilot back into the tin can, and then you're given control again. And so the concept here is that you can learn to fly acro in a safe way, which seems pretty cool, but as you can imagine, there's quite a lot of engineering that needs to go to make something like that work. Not least, the copter itself needs to be highly performant and reliable. I wouldn't want to, I'm only trying this with my sort of best tuned copter, plus one I don't mind crashing. Now it's all been done in lower, which is also interesting, but that does make sort of iteration quite quick. And it's also because I don't think anything like this would ever be accepted into the main code base. So not a lot of points doing it in C++, but Lua allows me to iterate quite quickly. And so far it appears to be working. I've done some tests, some flight tests, sort of very limited, but here you can, just going to demo where I've got to. So got the copter here. Hopefully you can still hear me if I talk up a bit. And so what's going to happen, actually I'll show you my transmitter here. So I've got my transmitter here. I'm going to switch into Acro. There we go.
Acro flight mode.
And then I'm going to arm.
Motors
You
armed.
probably can't
Fence
see.
enabled.
Here, fence enabled, but you get this little bit saying raise throttle to take off. So, and if you don't do that, the thing disarms. Or not. No, not disarming. Alright, in which case we shall raise the throttle a bit. Have a look at the copter. There we go. Okay. Now, so you can see what's happening is it's going into acro. Oh, it's getting harder and harder, so I might have to... Okay, so at that point it failed, and it's going to go into RTL now. Should be an RTL. This will be a good log for testing and then examination. I think it's coming down slowly. Slowly coming down. There we go.
Landing complete.
So you can see it worked. You can see it's quite hairy because what happened there was it started to get a bit higher, and therefore it had more time to fall inside the tin can, and then it got harder for the copter to recover because it was going through the minimum altitude fence. Harder for the copter to recover, and eventually it couldn't recover well enough, and so the script said, sorry, I couldn't recover. I'm going to switch you to RTL. But the concept is there, and seems to work. I need to do a bit more testing, a bit more actual flying in Acro with some goggles on. But you know, it's so far the experience is roughly the same as I've had in real flight. So I developed all this in real flight. Probably do some videos about that. But so far, looking good.